Slide 01. You are invited to make Singapore startups a reality for the new world. Slide 02. New World Indian startups include new discoveries that innovate existing technologies and inventions. By partnering with these startups, you can build better relationships with Singapore startups. New World Business is a startup of Anoop Augustine Joseph from India, developing various startups in New World Business and coming up with solutions. New World is main operating from Kochi and Bengaluru in India. New World Startups in Singapore aims to provide jobs to people in Singapore and partner with businesses. Every Singapore people can be a startup partner in New World Startups that register in Singapore. Startups registering in Singapore are subject to the laws of that country. All the startups in New World Startups come up with solutions to all the problems like war, unemployment, poverty, economic crisis, business loss, global warming and epidemics. Interested people are invited to join us in developing New World projects. Slide 03. Benefits for you by becoming a New World Singapore partner. For New World Startup partners, it is possible to get a good job in future in New World Startups and become an investor in that startup. Being a startup partner that helps bring multiple startups to a country will automatically boost your career. By supporting any startup in New World, you will get 30% profit share from that startup. You will also get 10% commission on bookings through New World Startup Card. It helps in getting foreign job or better paying job. Slide 04. New World brings more startups to Singapore. New World Business follows an innovative business method that provides jobs to the unemployed in business to not-for-profit companies. All new inventions of New World companies are realized in Singapore. The main activities of New World Business are given in this slide. 90 Days Project. Identify opportunities in innovative startups. Build projects that increase employment and business collaboration. Recruit people to become co-founders. Encourage people to become startup shareholders. Implement innovative solutions for Singapore in Singapore through New World. Issue Startup Card. Encourage investors from outside Singapore to book Startup Card. This is what people who become New World partners should do. 90 Days Project will train you how to do New World business. Slide 05. As New World is a new way of doing business, the New World 90-Day Project aims to bring New World ideas and opportunities to all people. Companies and job seekers can get acquainted with new schemes. You will start getting 90-day projects when your booking reaches 250 startup cards. By projecting for 90 days, you can understand how much income you can earn. What projects will your business get? Job seekers can also find out how to get the best job through this program. 250 startup card earn daily income for 90 days. Do you book more amount of startup cards to increase your daily income? The number of startup cards can also be increased. Slide 06. New World comes with more than 20 types of business startups. Create awareness among people about the future of New World startups. Attract people to be co-founders of startups. New World startups are bringing forward projects based on automation technology that will help every business. As New World startups grow into companies, let the community know that the benefits for each individual are enormous. Slide 07. Everyone has to complete a project in 90 days to get job opportunities and business opportunities in New World startups. But through that project, New World is trying to know the capabilities of people. After that, gives excellent work. Anyone can find any job they want in New World startups. First-hand knowledge of job opportunities at nearly 300 startups. Your skills will be analyzed through a 90-day project. Slide 08. New World Startups collaborates with all types of businesses. Projects in New World Startups will open up opportunities for other companies to take over. With this, New World supports all businesses and partnering them in business to get stakes in New World Startups. Slide 09. Book New World Startup cards for job opportunities and businessmen at New World Job Startups for long-term security. Startup Card is an innovative scheme to generate small income for unemployed and job seekers. By collaborating with New World Startups, better relationships will help business people. New World helps you incorporate new ideas, market them, and move forward better. Slide 10. New World Startup Cards can be booked to support New World Startups. The company gives great rewards to those who book the most number of startup cards. New World Startup Cardholder Mark can be a co-founder of a company or an investor in a company. The company pays a dividend of up to 30% to people who book the highest number of startup cards offered by New World. The biggest innovation of New World Startups is its business method. For the learning child, or if a working person starts booking a small amount of New World Startup Card, he does not have to look elsewhere for future work or business needs. Get a job and grow your business with a low booking startup card. Slide 11. You can compare New World to a shopping mall. When you walk into a shopping mall, you see different brands. To find out if you can get a part-time job there, you should schedule an interview. Many companies. Many features of the companies can be found there. But you can come across multiple startups under the New World brand. You only need a startup card to apply for a job at over 300 companies. You don't have to jump in and out of every startup to get support for your business. If you are a New World Startup Holder client, you will receive 90% credit from New World startups. It will benefit from companies outside New World and partner companies. People who become startup partners get better support from all companies. Slide 12. All Singapore people are given the opportunity to join role co-founding New World Singapore startup under New World Creator Business. Foreigners can also be co-founders of New World startups. Through it, New World startups will be registered to those countries. Opportunity to co-founder of the startup for those who book first 100,000 startup cards. Good salary, startup profit share and other benefits will be provided. Startups under New World Singapore started from India and we need top talent support to expand to 14 countries. Slide 13. Implement innovative projects in Singapore. Provide employment and business opportunities to the people of Singapore. New World Singapore Startups aims to implement the best innovations in Singapore. Also, people in foreign countries can safely invest in the Singapore market by booking Singapore startups. Slide 14. New World Startup Cards is an innovative product. Content converted to automation tools or digital form. An assistant that helps people in the real world and the digital world. Currently, startup cards exist as an entry card for all startups, helping every startup to grow by booking more numbers. Discoveries of the New World reach all countries through start cards. We employ people from 14 countries around the world as startup partners in New World startups. We will set up our offices in those countries and then create new companies in all countries, thereby creating jobs and making up for business losses. Everyone can support us to implement our new discoveries for the country of Singapore. Businesses in Singapore startups in the most supportive countries will have collaborations. We will give you an opportunity to sit and work in your country in Singapore with good salary. By booking more startup cards, you can become a partner of New World Singapore startups and thereby earn better income for your country. New World startups coming to your country as companies in future will make a big difference in your career. Slide 15. Outsiders can book New World startups. People from foreign countries looking for business, work, study and investment in Singapore can support Singapore startups in New World startups by booking Singapore startups. By booking startup cards of New World Singapore startups, you will also share in the profits of the companies. You can use startup card for this. Those who book startup cards of the countries they wish to visit and become partners of the companies can travel to other foreign countries with the support of the company. But to work in New World startups or become an investor in that startup, you have to follow the laws of that country. But you can easily book startup cards sitting in your country. And by starting a startup in your country, there can be collaboration with New World startups through which New World startups will come to your country and then there will be new startups for your country. Slide 16. In this slide, the benefits you will get by booking the startup card are given. People who book up to 250 start card will get daily income up to 90 days. After that, a refund may be required if needed. Or if you book 250 cards again without refund, the daily income will increase. If the person entering the 90-day project manages to book 1000 startup cards, he can get a job on salary basis in New World startups. New World also supports people's businesses who book up to 2000 startup cards. They will receive projects from New World startups and will be able to move forward in partnership with New World startups. 10,000 plus 20% share for companies or individuals booking startup card. And full-time job business cooperation, daily income will be high. Company will give up to 30% share to people who book 100,000 startup cards. It is possible to become a co-founder or an investor in the company. People from foreign countries can use this as a best practice when a company from Singapore is legally registered in their country and a person from that country can be the company director. Join the company by booking 250 startup cards and then become a company partner. Slide 17. Learn more about the opportunities available to those who have booked 250 startup cards in the next slide. Check the website www.newworldcreator.com to book the startup card. There will be startup cards representing each company on the website, and you can understand how many cards of all the companies you book and how much daily income you will get. For that, just book a card and check each area. Convert US dollars to your country's currency. For that, you can use currency convert apps in mobile app or take help of Google. Slide 18. We invite people who book 250 cards for a 90-day project. Opportunities for you. Helping you book more startup cards and introducing you to New World startup opportunities. New World website. We give one website each to all who book 250 cards. Through this website, you can finish 90 days project. This website can be used as your portfolio or for your business in the future. New World online store. New World will open an online store for people who take at least 250 New World startup cards. It will be under your own name, and you can use this online store website to market your products, and it will be a store apart from your existing New World website. This store can be used to sell or rent products provided by New World. Marketing and maintenance will be supported by New World. New World project. There are about 300 companies in New World businesses. All of them require products and services. So you can enter into an agreement that gives you the opportunity to own the projects of New World startups. This agreement includes the works of foreign startups and the works of domestic startups. New World Startup Card. New World Startup Card is a smart card. The value will increase as the number increases. New World Startup Card is a solution that you can use to find a job, participate in business, and become an investor. Its new update will be added at every step. As its value increases, the booker will get more benefits. New World Job Card. This job startup card can be used to get job opportunities in New World startups. Able to work in multiple companies. Part-time job is also possible. If you are looking for other jobs abroad, you can go abroad by booking the New World Startup Card. New World will be supported by foreign startups. New World Membership Card. You can have your profile through New World membership without getting a New World Startup Card but no daily income. This membership is sufficient to build New World stores or portfolio. Slide 19. By booking 250 startup card, you can join a 90 days paid project. In it, job opportunities in New World startups, business opportunities in New World startups are introduced. And we will give you training on how to book startup cards and move forward. New World's 90 Days project is an innovative project that showcases the work of New World startups and their job opportunities. After that, you can work full-time or part-time in New World startups. New World also directly contracts with people who are interested in becoming co-founders or investors in companies. Slide 20. This website is designed to book startup cards for new companies. Here you can see the startups from each country. You can open the website www.newworldcreator.com from here. Startup cards can be booked in the same way that you shop for products from these commerce sites. New World Business new discoveries and new startups can be found from this website. New World Business membership holders can also list their products on the New World store, and job seekers can submit their job information. Slide 21. New World created new startups for 14 countries. Startups in these countries can also partner in other countries and take New World startups to their countries. Example: suppose you are a citizen of another country booking startup cards for startups in Singapore. Let's take the Asian country of Japan as an example. A person in Japan books startup cards for startups in Singapore or startups in the US. As more people in Japan support New World business, we will make new discoveries for their country. A franchise model office will also be launched in Japan. Through it, all the startups of the New World will flow to the country called Japan. People there can start new startups through New World and move New World business to Japan. Similarly, people from all other countries can book New World startup cards. Slide 22. Each of the startup cards in the New World store. Supporting startups in all countries. Startup card booking is the most helpful way for you to find a job, found a business, or get a stake in a startup. People who book 250 startup cards can participate in the 90-day innovation program. Slide 23. New World offers great benefits to people who book New World startup cards. Daily income is given to people who help companies grow. Job seekers are given great opportunity in various startup companies. Daily earnings will increase with the number of startup cards you book. But for those who book more startup cards, issuance of shares in the company. The company will give 30% share to whoever books the maximum number of startup cards within the shortest time. Slide 24. The number of New World cards can be increased here. When more number cards are booked, the value will be added to each physical card. A startup card will be sent to your address by post or courier. People who book will receive a startup card for work, a startup card for business, and a New World startup card. You can withdraw money through this card. You can get these cards once you reach minimum booking of 250 cards and start earning daily. Slide 25. By taking membership without booking New World startup cards, you can participate in New World business but not earn daily income. People who book New World startup card are more likely to get a job or business. Slide 26. Job seekers taking New World membership can enter a brief form of their biodata here. We will provide them with a website that can be taken as a portfolio. Companies can find your biodata and learn your history through this website. Slide 27. People who take business membership will be provided with an e-commerce website under their brand. Their products can be included in the store. Slide 28. Why are New World startups trying to increase the number of cards and book them? Daily income is a small amount paid by the company to people who support New World innovative projects. We also provide the infrastructure to get to the next level for free to the people we book. What are the types of 90-day programs? The New World 90-day project will help you gain knowledge about the new world. Through this 90-day scheme, job seekers can find jobs in top startups. Those who want business cooperation or investment can understand the business opportunities in all startups in these 90 days. Discoveries to come in the new world. How the new world differs from all the ways of the existing world. This 90-day plan will help you realize that. After 90 days, New World will give you a profile, a customizable website for work and business. Also includes a startup card that guides you to the perfect upgrade. How does New World differ from existing companies? New World Creator is an innovative business created with the aim of implementing startups in all countries, realizing that ideas that are found to overcome their own obstacles are beneficial to all countries of the world. The specialty of New World will be discoveries that are one step ahead of any technology in the world. We bring innovative startups with automation technology that can help 20 types of businesses in each country. New World Innovation. New World Innovations is implemented by growing companies in 14 countries. People supported by companies in India, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, USA, Brazil, Argentina, UK, France, South Africa, Botswana, Qatar, UAE can get the best benefits in New World business. If you are interested in becoming a co-founder or investor in 300 companies in 14 countries, you can start booking startup cards today. Slide 29. After doing New World business in the cities where most startups book, we will open the help desk. New World is a new business, so our smart help desks can directly understand the doubts of the bookers and clear information about the startup card.